Hello everyone, how are you? This is Peter the Amateur. Today I want to show you a really great deck I made for Standard. So this is a Golgari deck, and while this might not be the best deck in Standard, of course Mono White is, this is a really fun deck to play, and it can hold its ground against any deck. So it's not the most competitive deck, but it's still a competitive deck in my mind, because I play ranked with it and I win very often. I also lose, but I can win against any decks, and the games are really fun. So let me tell you what this deck can do. We can meld Titania, we can gain a lot of life to kill creatures using the Gumdrop Poisoner, or survive the early game. There are many ways to gain life. We can fill our graveyard to do big stuff, and play an early Virtue of Persistence to make the best use of our graveyard. We can destroy enchantments and artifacts because they are very prevalent in the meta. So gain life, destroy artifacts and enchantments, make best use of the graveyard, ramp quick. Let's look at the cards. So we have Seed of Hope to fill the graveyard and gain life. Then we can put a permanent from among the milled cards into our hand. Then we have the Gumdrop Poisoner to create a food token and kill creatures when it enters the battlefield, even if they have indestructible or things like that. You could kill a creature for -9/-9 sometimes. It's very impressive. So this is a very good card. We have the Deeproot Wayfinder that when you attack, when you deal combat damage with it to a player, you surveil one. You may put the card from the top of your library into your graveyard, and then you may put a land card onto the battlefield tapped. So this is a good way to ramp, and if your opponent doesn't deal with it, you're gonna ramp very quickly. It's a big problem. People don't like this card. We have Virtue of Persistence for the early game, gain life and remove creatures, and the late game, we can use it to reanimate stuff. We have the Outland Liberator to fight artifacts and enchantments. So this is a very big problem on turn 2 for your opponent too. If they're a control deck, for example, and they let it turn to night, it's a very big problem. Then we have the Tranquil Thrillback. I really love this card. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay green up to 3 times, and when you do, you choose up to 1, 2, or 3 activated abilities, depending on the number of greens you paid. So you can destroy artifacts or enchantments, exile a graveyard, or gain life. Then we have Glissa that can when you deal damage to a player, you can draw cards and live, destroy enchantment, or remove counters from a permanent, such as a planeswalker. Anything. Okay. Then we have Titania. So whenever a land is put into our graveyard from anywhere, we gain 2 life. And she can gain you a lot of life. It's a bit crazy. And this deck is really good at melding Titania too. It can happen almost every game. It's very reliable. This is a good win con for this deck. So yeah, melding Titania, gaining life. She has reach. She's really good. 2 copies. I started the deck with 1 copy, and I thought she's way too good. I want 2 copies. And yeah. Okay. She's one of the reasons why we have the Riveteers Overlook to get a swamp or a forest from our deck. Gain life. You gain life with this card too. And anyways, she can gain a lot of life with this card. We have Sheoldred to gain life and just a 1 copy. But it's always a good card to have. 1 copy. Blossoming Tortoise, it's a good. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you mill 3 cards, then you return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and activated abilities of lands you control cost 1 less to activate, and land creatures you control get +1/+1. So we have 4 copies of the Restless Cottage. This is really good. So when it attacks, it's a 4/4 green horror creature, and it gets +1/+1 for each Blossoming Tortoise you have on the battlefield. So if you have 3 tortoises, it's a 7/7, which is a big deal. Getting attacked by a 7/7. This is a win con against control decks. Very useful. It can also give you life. And you get to exile a card if you want from a graveyard. You don't have to, because if you don't have to, I tell you, don't do it, because we're going to use Sheoldred too. And if you want to activate the scriptures, you want your opponent to have cards in their graveyard. But sometimes you want to exile their graveyard. So pay attention if you want to exile graveyard with a Tranquil Frillback and the Restless Cottage, because you don't always want to, and you don't have to. This is very important. So yeah, the Restless Cottage is a good win con that we can get back from our graveyard with Deeproot Wayfinder or the Tortoise. Then we have Sheoldred and Vorinclex, which we can activate the sagas very quickly in this deck. So Vorinclex can bring back 2 creatures from our graveyard onto the battlefield, distribute counters, and have our creatures that are already on the battlefield fight, and just a 6/6 that gets you 2 lands is good too. Sheoldred kills creatures or planeswalkers, and when you activate the scriptures, it does it again. Then makes your opponent discards and mill, which is good for the Virtue of Persistence. Anyways, Sheoldred is good in the deck, but those cards are kind of expensive, so only 1 copy each. And then we have 2 copies of Titan of Industry. This is an overperformer in the meta, in my opinion. It's a late game card, but it can destroy almost any deck, because a lot of decks make use of artifacts or enchantments. It gains you life, creates a big rhino, puts shield counters. It has so many effects, and it really impacts the board. It changes how the game is going. It's a bomb. You want to play this. So let's just look at what are the... I mean, as you've seen, there are many ways to deal with enchantments. We have the Titan of Industry, we have the Tranquil Frillback, Glissa, Outland Liberator. I mean, so many ways to deal with enchantments. And you can have recursive enchantment destruction with the Virtue of Persistence. When your stuff enters the battlefield, you destroy enchantment all the time. So you can deal with the ossification, which Michiko's Ring of Truth. Those are very popular for Celestia. A Spirited Companion. What else do we see very often in the format? Wedding Announcement can be relevant. What else? Virtue of Loyalty, Leyline Binding. Those are... I mean, there are many enchantments in the format. Let's go... and artifacts. Let's just find them all. You can deal with Virtue of Persistence from your enemies. You can deal with Kumano faces Kakazan. What else? You could deal with Kikijiki if it was there. But it's not there anymore. But you could. You can deal with Up the Beanstalk, which is a card advantage machine for Atraxa decks, for example. So this is very important to deal with that before dealing with anything else against Atraxa decks. Because if they don't have their card advantage machine, they will lose eventually to your deck. So it might be tempting to deal with other stuff, but Up the Beanstalk, it's a very high priority target. So what else are popular in the meta? I think there are artifacts too. What are the artifacts that are popular in the meta? Not any that we see here. Well, you could deal with Steel Seraph. It's a very good card, very easy to deal with. Combat Thresher, we don't see that. Search Engine could be relevant. It's not very popular. The Cauldron. Ah, yeah, the Cauldron. I'm thinking of the Cauldron. That needs to be dealt with. Flex Scorcher. Of course, you need to pay the life, but you might have a lot of life. What else? You could deal with anything. Where are those artifacts that cost 3? that create tokens every turn. Where is it? It's not there. I mean, Unicole Tenville could be. It's not very. Is it played? I don't see it. You could deal with this. So many targets. It's never. I mean, at first I wasn't playing this card because it's not like super relevant to a milling strategy. But seriously, it's so good in the current meta. You need to deal with artifacts and enchantments. It's so good. It's a must kill for your enemy. This is a must kill too, and if they don't, and if they do use their removal for this, they don't have removal for your big threats that come later. So having relevant threats early on is really good. You could deal with an unlicensed herd, but really the Cauldron is the main artifact that you want to deal with. And a Portal to Phyrexia. Anything that your opponent does big and think, oh, I'm gonna win, I've played a big enchantment or artifact that creates value over time, and then you just sweep it with a 2-mana card. It's really good. So anyways, gain a lot of life, destroy artifacts, enchantments, meld Titania, and yeah, hit them in the face. So without further ado, let's look at the gameplay and see how this deck does for real and how to play it. Sorry for the long intro, but I like explaining my decks. Right. So we have a pretty slow hand. Turn 2, Virtue of Persistence. We could go for a turn or Deeproot. Okay, this is good. This is a good hand. We need to start with this, unless we wouldn't have to if we had a black land and could start with Seed of Hope, but I like starting with tapped lands. Okay. Let's just deal with this. It's an aggro deck. Gain life, remove stuff. This dice to learn lightning strike, so I might go for this first. Oh, never mind. Hopefully they will use their removal phase. Actually, I'm gonna go with this to gain life. Make the best use of my mana. Don't be too greedy. Okay. Choice is easy. Let's make the best use of our mana. We can play two drops next turn. Oh, I have a legendary creature. I hadn't noticed. I didn't know there was this rule. I just realized it. Legendary green creature, okay. How convenient. Doesn't matter, but still convenient. Okay, if he sacrifices it, this thing can flying, doesn't have to. Okay. Bump it by 1. You can do it. Okay, a cottage. Do I attack? No. Good luck. So they could sacrifice this and play a card to make this fly. Oh, they're looking at this. They don't like it. See? They don't like it. No attack? Seriously? They're thinking. This is such a good card. Well, you need to sack this, put the token on Godric, it's gonna fly. Very easy. Why? Why would you put it there? Pump it. No? So they have a play with fire. Okay. Okay. Up. Let's attack. Would love to see Titania. So next turn we can play Titan and stabilize the board. I'll keep this on top. This. Oh! The face. Let's try. The bottom. I like that. Is it a land? Probably scry the land to the bottom. Otherwise, you might just get a land after. Whenever you see a card that's not a land, when you're playing mono red and scrying, you usually keep it. Did they have a second copy of that? Is it why they're looking at this? Oh! Very nice. Okay, so do I go greedy and hope to find a land with Seed of Hope? Do I go for this? Let's go for the Titan. Let's put an end to this game. There's no need to do anything else. So, I gain life, get a Rhino, and this is game. One, two, three, four. It can become. Okay. There's no need for that. I could have attacked first. Yeah, I should have. Because then, I would have known that I could play. Oh no, it's among the milled cards. Never mind. It's over. Yeah. All right. That's good. We beat mono red. Golgari is a good card, but I'm not so sure about the Ambret that they played. The one drop that's a 2-1. Yeah, it's a 2-1. If you're playing against control and they don't deal with it, it's a problem, but otherwise, I mean, it cannot get damaged through. I'm not a big fan of that card. A 2-1 that does nothing when it enters, on the turn it enters, unless you sacrifice it. Okay, we have a very good chance of survival. Okay, like what I see. Is it still mono red? Well, I tell you, we can beat mono red. Okay, this is better. They probably play Godric, and they play that, so let them use their removal on this. Yep. I don't have another green land, but I do like the tortoise. Squee! Love Squee. I am Squee. How dare you? They're definitely playing Godric. They have Squee and Charming Scoundrel. I like their build better. Okay. Let's gain 1 life, fetch a green land, and kill something. So against mono red, exiling their graveyard is very good, because they might play the 2-drop. They can pay 3 to play, or is it 2 that they pay? Not sure. If you attack, I will block. Will I? I want to play the tortoise, so yeah, I will block. Really? Wow. Okay. I will attack. I will kill your Squee. I mean, how did they win against control? I guess every deck plays creatures. Oh yeah, they play the Bloodthirsty Adversary. Okay. Oh no. Oh. Okay. They have. I like their deck. I like their deck. This is good mono red. Okay. Alright. They had a very good draw. Against us, but it's okay. Oh. Alright, we can go fetch some. That's okay. We have a turn 1 and turn 2 play. Let's kill this while we can. Should we? Yeah. Elden? I'm gonna take any trade I can. I mean, is the meta only mono red? Where's mono white? Where's Atraxa? So they might have the Monstrous Rage, but it's okay. They don't get to draw. And they didn't have trample because I moved it. Okay, next turn. Good. I like my graveyard. Okay. Next turn I can kill Teldon with the Poisoner. So let's do it. And we're at 20 life. So chances are we win. What do you have? Use it. Once. Of course. Man, that card is so good. Okay, I like what I see. Next turn we can play the Virtue. And I'm gonna take that land, which can create creatures. And I doubt they can finish, but oh, Sheoldred. Do I go for Sheoldred? No. We're gonna have a Titan. I doubt they can deal 13. Okay. Lightning Strike or Monstrous Rage? What is it? No? Oh, they're missing. Okay. Okay. Let's make a blocker and fill our graveyard. Let's be safe. Yep. Okay, so by far the second game was my favorite mono red build. I really loved it. Really loved it. I mean, you can grab an Atraxa, you can... really good build, I like it. Whenever your opponent tries to stabilize, you take their stuff. I wonder how many copies they play. Okay, not bad. You notice how Wizard likes to give you rare lands in your hand? So if you have too many rare lands that enter tapped, you're gonna get them. So this is the algorithm. You have a rare land, we're gonna give it to you. So really? Fourth game is still mono red? I need to go for this. I would love to play a turn 1 Seed of Hope, but it's okay. Let's look what kind of build they're playing with. And okay, so I would love to keep the Virtue of Persistence for Godric, but this adds up. I need to remove this. See? Another Restless Cottage. Wow. So if they attack with the Mishra's Foundry, this could be used to block a Swister and kill the Foundry, for example. But no, they're not. So I don't think they have a spell in hand. I think what's holding back... Oh! Never mind. Okay. So they've played their hand and they have 2 Mishra's Foundry. Let's go for the untapped land. And let's play this. What do they have top decked? Really? How convenient. How convenient. I mean, this is not a good game. Can I block with this? No. They were just lucky. Like, they emptied their hand without thinking. I kinda got lucky that I didn't have that many sources of life gain. That deck has many. So, anyways. Okay. Let's do another one, hoping it's you see how the deck plays against different types of decks. Maybe I shouldn't have kept the starting hand because it didn't have many sources of life gain and the meta is pretty aggro, but yeah, to have a turn 1 that I can't play, turn 2. Going first, I like it. This makes the Deeproot Wayfinder way better if you're going first. I want to play. Ah. This isn't mono red. Finally, it's mono white. Gonna kill your Talia with this. What you gonna do? Yeah, what I thought. Okay. Okay. They shouldn't attack if they want to block my Deeproot, but mono white is usually pretty aggressive. And I could block. Seriously. in case a land goes to the bin. What you gonna do? I'm keeping this. Okay, Adeline. Not gonna do anything this turn. So if I get a land, I can... No, of course I don't get a land. Let's see if they block. Seriously? How stupid! Gonna say nice this time? Oh. Okay. Get a land. Gain 2 life, kill something. Four life? I could kill Adeline. Oh yeah. And we're at 26, by the way. Gonna take Sheoldred. Is this their third outline? Really? And it's not good enough. Yeah, you wanna go for this, huh? But there's this. What you gonna do? Yep. That's what I thought. Okay. And I can sack a Liberator at instant speed to kill a token if it's relevant for a trade. Okay. You don't want to lose your Adeline, do you? They're at a very good spot. No, that's not it. Okay, we get to scry twice. This is going face? Okay, I don't really care. Do I care about the Spellbook vendor? Where is it going? There? Okay. I could sack. Yeah. Okay. Let's be patient. We have a better long-term game than them, and I don't want them to have the invasion of Gobahan. Okay, this is good. Gonna get Talia. No? Okay. Okay. You gonna... Okay. Squee! So we've met a big chunk of the meta, which is mono red and mono white. As you can see, the deck can win both. I'm hoping for a different matchup this time, I guess. So we have a 50% win rate against mono red on the games, which is, I mean, it's okay. Okay, I like this hand. So I wanna... I don't wanna pay life. Over the long term, we're gonna win more life like this. So Deeproot with the Riveteers Overlook is really good. But I will take a trade. So they probably have a monstrous rage. Let them use it. Because this is not a trade. Yep. Okay. So I can go with this. Let's take a non-pain land. And can I afford to attack? If I do, I gain 1 life. No, I can't. Damn. The draw's good. Why are they... Okay. Yeah. So I think my best course is this. And I need to block this to survive. Okay. Oh! Okay, so I can either gain 3 life and kill something, in which case I die, or I can kill something and gain 3 life. And block. Way better. I'm gonna kill Swisty. So, if they have... I think I'm dead. If they attack them with the Mishra's Foundry, or have anything else? Okay, so yeah, Godric is really good. I'm tired of playing against mono red. They went first, right? I mean, I want to show you a Titania meld. This is with the Seed of Hope. I'm gonna try it. Okay. I don't like my chances. I really don't. Yeah, I know. I thought I would get a black land. I tried. I should have mulliganed. It wasn't a seed of hope. It was a seed of despair. A seed of lies. Making me hope there would be a black land. Alright. I have a turn 1 and 2. I don't learn. Okay? I don't learn. This time it's gonna be okay. Yeah. So. I'm gonna take the untapped land. You good boy. This is mana white. No, it's Varos! With ossification. Okay, what are they up to? Let's apply pressure. That's a lot of pressure. So do you attack with the land or go for Vorinclex? Depends if they have blue mana up. Okay, this is a Triland. Mire's Garden. So if they play ossification, they're not an aggro deck, they're going for something big. What is this? Is it a Mire deck? Like they create tokens and go wide. Okay. Took my totals. You still have removal. They're holding priority. So is this like a herds migration? I think it's a herds migration. So, is this, they fetched blue, okay, so this is an Atraxa deck. Wow, that's a lot of lands. We can get back our tortoise later. Okay. So this is a grindy matchup, and we're not equipped for it right now. Good lord, I thought this would be a land. Do they have make disappear? Do they have it all? No? Okay. It was a good top deck. Do they have Boseiju? Line binding. That's okay. That's okay. Because I can get it back later. Probably taking Italy, Ossification, Sunfall, or Herds Migration. I would go for Herds Migration if I were them. Wow. So, I've drawn way too many lands. But it's not over yet. You think they'll block? Wow! Do you think they have a counter spell? What I want to do is hold full control. Let this resolve. Pay the life to play around, make disappear. Right. It should say nice. Wow. Seriously? Seriously? Like, for real? I think I give up. Alright. That wasn't fun, because I was pretty mana flooded. The flood was real. Let's get rid of their counter spell. So that we can resolve bigger stuff. This I need to keep. Yep. Right? Do they have a third one? Or is it a herds migration? Wow! How many counter spells are they playing? Okay. Do you have another? No? Okay.
Anyone who harms my people, we must protect the people. I have got new moves to teach you.
Okay. It's not very fun. They don't have instant speed. Why? Do I get no land when I had like 20 lands the other game? This makes me so angry. Wow.
Watch for it.
In the top 16 cards. What do you have? A Herds Migration. It's a counter spell. Wow. Okay, so they're the main deck. I think.
Let your blade do the talking.
So I will not block. What I will do is attack and then use my poisoner. My other poisoner. Really?
I'm never done for good.
Really?
We must protect the people.
Do they have another one? A land, please. Oh yeah. Come on, play your Emperor. Play it. Don't. Man, I love this card. It's so good. I don't understand why they got rid of their Emperor. Okay. So they don't have a leyline binding. What do they have? Could it be a Sunfall or a Neganjo? Sunfall. You have another make disappear? You're gonna... No? Okay. No way. I like the manlands against them. The Tortoise is so freaking awesome. I really love it. What you gonna do? You have a Wandering Emperor? Okay.
Finally, I'm home.
So they have 3
This
mana
is
up.
what you get for hurting my
If
people.
they don't block, they probably have a make disappear. So I'm gonna go for Sheoldred. gonna sack this. No? Okay. Probably need to deal with that. Or I'm gonna transform it. Okay. Gonna scoop? Oh yeah! Oh yeah. So I think a video that lasts 1 hour is enough. I'm really sorry that you didn't get to see the Titania meld, but or the virtue of a persistence on the battlefield doing stuff. But it happens very often, to be honest. It's just that you weren't lucky. It was mostly mono red matchups. Yeah, let me know what you think of the deck. What you think could make it better, because I'm always trying to improve my decks. I want to make it as competitive as possible, and whether you liked it. So have a good time, and I'll leave the deck import list in the description. Bye bye.